Hello, good morning everybody, nice to see you. Welcome, it's Thursday the 2nd of March. We're already in March. Today we have a lesson all about daily routines. We're going to look at vocabulary, expressions, idioms, listening tasks. It'll be really good. I hope so. But listen, let's begin with a little bit of this. Hello, good morning everybody. Nice to see you. How are you? It's great to be here. Nice to see you again. Remember, the first Thursday of every month, we have a live lesson here on, wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube, you might be on my Facebook channel. But this is it. Once a month, the first Thursday, 10 a.m. Spain time. Great to see you here. We have an interesting lesson today. We're going to be looking at daily routines, right? Daily routines, looking at what we do every day, how we do it, and I guess most importantly, how we talk about it. So if you've just joined, welcome. Nice to see you here. Let's have a little look at who's in the house. We've got Fariba all the way from Tehran. Nice to see you. We've got Guljakon all the way from Korea. Great to see you here. Mer from Turkey. I hope you are well, my friend. Nice to see you here. All the way from, I guess, bonjour, monsieur. Could be France or a French-speaking country. Agata, nice to see you all the way from Poland. That's great. Baram says, we are waiting for Mr. Keith. Yes, I was a couple of minutes late. Did you notice I was out of breath? Because I had to run downstairs to get my cup of tea to keep me, it's Christmas again, to keep me hydrated is the word, a nice word. Keep me hydrated throughout the class. So lovely to see you. Monica, nice to see you here. Monica says that my daily routines are based on my cat's routines. Very good. We've got Masood from Iran as well. Good to see you. Zora from Paris. Nice to see you. So many people from all over the world. Great. Puram, let's kick off. Yes, let's kick off. Let's do that. Let's begin. So daily routines. To begin with, I'm just going to go through the lesson today. It takes about an hour and a half. So if it's your first time, welcome. Have a seat. Relax. Good if you have something to make notes, although I will share the PDF with you later. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. I'll come over here. Daily routines. We're going to talk about, first of all, we'll look at the vocabulary of this topic, so you know exactly what to talk about. After that, we'll look at different morning routines. People are talking about cats. People are talking about going for a walk. Me, I often crack an egg, crack a fried egg. Actually, boiled eggs, much healthier. I prefer boiled eggs in the morning. We'll be looking at different morning routines and then deciding, right, the idea of routines. Is it good or is it bad? Are routines a good thing or a bad thing? You may think, like this gentleman, they're both good and bad. We'll find out later. I've got an interesting listening task for you today. Somebody talking about routines, and you have got to listen. We'll be looking at that later. We'll do some idioms today to help beef up your vocabulary. Beef up, make stronger. We'll beef up your vocabulary, and we'll finish today with a game of Kahoot, which is where we review the vocabulary from today's lesson, and we find out who of you is the fastest and the best in the world. So that's it, my friends. That is what we've got going for us today. If you've just arrived, welcome. The topic is daily routines. A big welcome to all of you who are here. Okay, great. Good. Just to let you know what, that if you want to find out more about my work, I mean, for those of you who are on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, by the way, remember that little subscribe button. Can you press that if you like? And if you want to find out about more videos, turn on the notification, right? If you're not there, then you may be on Facebook. I've got a Facebook page. It's at Keith Speaking Academy. I've actually also got Instagram, but I've not used it for a long time. But I am about to start Instagram again. So you can check out, it's at Keith_Speaking_Academy. I'll put that up later. Or more importantly, check out the website, keithspeakingacademy.com. You'll find lots of free ebooks, resources, PDFs to help you study, and some online courses. Some are free, some are paid for, to help you particularly improve your spoken English so you can be more confident. And if you're preparing for IELTS, get a 7 or more in your IELTS speaking test, okay? If you're doing that, that's the idea. Let's begin with this. We're going to look at daily routines. I'll just bring this down. This is a little test for you, okay? So what you can do is in the chat, just write down number 1 and number 2, the missing word, okay? Fill in the gap with one word. Number 1 says, I have a steady routine in the mornings. I blank get up at 7 a.m. and then have a shower. What's the missing word? Number 2, I'm busy at work. It's true. But I like to study Chinese. It's true. Every now and blank. What's number 2? So put in your answers in the chat. And as you're doing that, I don't know, let's have a little bit of R&B. I like R&B. You need to put the number, ideally, like Powell has. Huh? Ooh, aha. Afrin, thanks for your message. Okay. Eric, my advice, start practicing. Keep it simple, start practicing. Okay. So we've got lots of ideas here. Let's begin with usually, as my Raf says. I usually get up at 7 a.m. Absolutely. I mean, that is absolutely fine. Usually get up. Some people said always. Yep. I mean, it's a routine, so it's probably usually or always. Other possibilities, people have said. Now, this is interesting. There are 2 things that came up. Somebody said used to. I used to is for a habit, yes, in the past. Here, I'm talking about now. I have a steady routine. So used to, we cannot do that, right? We can't say used to because it's I have. If it was I had a steady routine, I used to, yes, but not here, right? Can't do that. Sorry, my friend. Likewise, somebody said would. Would is a habit in the past. So if I said I had a routine, I would get up in the past, yes. But here, my friend, I'm sorry, no. What else can we have? Some people have said usually, mostly. That's nice. I like that. Nice. I mostly get up, meaning most days. Excellent. Excellent. Let me just check any others. just. I just get up at 7 a.m. It's not, it's possible, but it doesn't give the idea of a routine so well. Yeah, I mean, just is okay. I see a few of you have put just. Okay. Those are the main ones that I can see. I mean, there are others, and I'll show you in a moment some others, okay? For the second one, I like to study Chinese every now and then. That was the most popular. Absolutely. Every now and then. Notice, right? Now and then. Excuse me. It's okay to say now and then. But, and. In spoken English, we would put the and as a un. Now, one, w becomes now one. Now one. Now one. Now one then. So the un is not and, certainly no d. It's un. Now one then. Try. Now one then. Slow down. Now and then. Speed up. Now and then. I study Chinese now and then. That's it. Nice. Good. So, then is good. What else? There were some other ones. Now and again. Somebody said now and again. Yep. Absolutely. Good answer. Any others that came up for number 2? Then. Everybody has then. Now and again. That's it. To be honest, I think those are the only 2 that I know. Don't think any others go. Okay. Excellent. So answers. Let me give you what I had as the answer, which are very, very similar, right? I put my answers here. I have a study routine. I usually get up. I always get up. I will. Will expresses a habit in the present. Do you remember we talked about would is a habit in the past? Will is a habit in the present, right? I will get up at 7 a.m., right? I have a steady routine. I will get up at 7 a.m., I will have a shower, and I will go to work. This is not the future. This is now. It's a regular routine. Very nice English, right? Will. I will get up at 7 a.m. You can contract to I'll. I'll get up. I'll have a shower. Often or often, you can pronounce it either way. I was having a live on Instagram with Alex, my friend, a brilliant teacher, and often we were debating whether it's often or often. And in fact, both, in Britain we say both often or often. Both are absolutely correct. Another nice word is inevitably. Inevitably. Inevitably means most likely or mostly, right? I will inevitably, it's going to happen. It will happen as a routine. Inevitably is good. I'm going to add mostly because I really like that. Thank you for those of you who said mostly. I'd forgotten that. That's really good. I mostly get up at 7 a.m. and then I have a shower. Number 2, then and again. And that's it. Very, very nice. Lovely. Excellent. Good. Eileen says, in my morning routine, I always have delicious breakfast. Lovely. Very, very nice. I'm going to help you a little bit, Eileen, because, and this will help everybody, we say to have breakfast, yes, but if you put an adjective, it's have a delicious breakfast. Have a big breakfast. Okay, noted. Excellent. Edgar, thank you for that comment. Good to see. Yes, remember, fun watching you and Alex last night. Glad you enjoyed it. Great. There are so many comments. What is the meaning of now and then? Now and then means sometimes. Sometimes. Now and again. Now and then. Sometimes, basically. Excellent. Good. Okay. I'm going to move on. we're going to switch just for a moment and see. We were looking at, right? So we're looking at daily routines. The first thing I want to do, just so everybody knows, if you're arriving late, why are you late, sir, madam? Vocabulary. Let's have a look then at vocabulary. Let's start with this. Daily routines. I want to start with ways of expressing habits and routines. Okay. Now, you can quite simply say, I, every day. With your habit, I go to the gym every day. I get up early every day. Get up. Nice if you can link. You don't have to, but if you can link, get up. Get up. Get up. Tup. I get up every day. You can say, remember, I will get up early, regular habit. I always get up early, and we've seen always, inevitably, mostly, usually, right? I tend to is really nice, right? I tend to means, yes, it's a habit, usually, most times. I tend to get up early. I tend to get up early. For pronunciation here, right, we would say, I tend to get up. I tend to, like 10 to, I tend to get up early. I tend to get up early. The tend, the d, kind of drops because you've got t later. Tend to. I tend to get up early. Try. I tend to get up early. What about late? Get up late. I tend to get up late. What about at 8 o'clock? I tend to get up at 8 o'clock. Nice. Tell me the truth about you. Really? I tend to get up at 8 o'clock because then everybody gets up. I wake up my daughter. My wife gets breakfast ready. We have a big breakfast. We have a big breakfast. Nice. And then she takes my daughter to school. Great. Good. Rajni, I generally have a monotonous routine. Interesting. Or not interesting at all. Johnny Beck, nice to see you. I get up early out of habit. Out of habit. That's a lovely expression. Great. Hanan says, hello, Hanan. What a surprise. In the mornings, I often get up to walk briskly. Great. Lovely. Oslem, all the best students in the world are here. I tend to get up early because I'm a morning person. That is a lovely expression, everybody. I'm a morning person. I used to be an evening person. But now, actually, I'm a morning person. Yes. Tanda, I tend to get up late. Zenit says, I tend to stay up late every night, so always late in the morning, right? Yeah. It's a vicious cycle. It's not vicious. It's not negative. Why not? I tend to get up at 8 o'clock. Abdi Fatah, how can you be late? Seriously? What's going on? Sort your life out. Don't worry about it. I'm very happy that you're here. Louisa, I tend to get up early. Lovely. Great, guys. So we've got those expressions, right? Another one, which is nice, is typically. I typically get up early. I mean, I typically have a shower in the evenings. I typically go to bed at 11 o'clock. I typically work from home, right? And finally, you could say more often than not, which means more yes than no. So if sometimes it's like 50%, this is more than 50% of the time. More often than not, we kind of stress the not. More often than not, I get up early, right? More often than not, what do I do? More often than not, I have a cup of tea in the morning. More often than not, my wife does the school run. I sometimes do the school run, but more often than not, my wife does the school run. Good. Cheers. Nice. Excellent. So we've got all of these ways to talk about habits and routines, lots of different and interesting ways. Now, the people talk about routines, right? You can also talk about your schedule. Schedule, again, me and Alex last night were talking about American and British English. Schedule, I think in America maybe, or in, I can't remember where. So there are two ways you can pronounce it, right? You can say schedule, or schedule. And actually I say schedule. My schedule or my routine goes something like this. That's a nice expression. I've heard that quite a lot where people say, yeah, my schedule goes something like this. I get up at 6 o'clock, I have breakfast, then I go to work. So you can say something like this. Now, we've talked about usually, often, sometimes. Here's a question. What are other ways of expressing always? So you can say usually, often, sometimes, but always, Stream Alive is our, I'll show you in a minute, but always is a very interesting word. And there are different ways of expressing always. And I'm going to take you over here to show you this question on Stream Alive. This is an interesting software if you're a teacher. What's another way to express always? In the chat, can you just write down what you think? And I'm hoping it will come up in this word cloud, right? Different ways of saying always. Now, some of the words won't be accurate, but that's okay, because it's getting everything that you're saying. But think about always, all the time, religiously, every time, occasionally. Every time is coming up. That's interesting. That is interesting. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Habitually, I can see. Predominantly. Okay, now we're getting some interesting expressions. Afrim, I am British. I am not American. Yeah, I'm definitely British. I'm from Manchester in England, but I live in Spain at the moment. Now, every time is really unusual in British English. I get up at 8 o'clock every time. No, wouldn't say that. I always have tea in the morning. I every time have tea. No. I have tea every time. You could put every time at the end. Yes, I have tea every time. But you need to be talking about times, like once or twice or second. It's not a very natural synonym of always. That's interesting because everybody has put that. That's interesting. Constantly, good. Continuously, yep. Mostly, usually, this is interesting. It's getting bigger and bigger, okay? I'm going to let that grow. Regularly over here, yeah, regularly, absolutely, okay? Regularly. Let me come over here, back to our sheet, and let's have a look. Other ways of expressing always. I'm going to take this up here. Religiously, regularly, absolutely. I regularly go, what do I do? Regularly. I regularly have coffee. No, I don't. I regularly have tea in the morning. I religiously have tea in the morning. I constantly, maybe constantly. Another one, without fail. I have tea in the morning without fail is a nice one. It's an interesting one. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Without fail, without exception. without exception, right? I always do this. I do this without exception. Can I get some more rows, please? Thank you. I would say instead of every time, I would say all the time. I think all the time is better. All the time. I have tea in the morning all the time. I go to the gym all the time, every day. What else? Come what may. Come what may. I have tea in the morning, come what may. Or I go for an early morning walk, come what may, right? Good. So going back to the regularly, right, regularly is coming up, is taken over. Constantly, yeah, constantly. I think constantly is good. I'll add that too. Habitually. Yeah, it's used, to be honest. Habitually is not used that much for speaking, right? I think for writing, yes. For speaking, maybe less so. Continuously, normally, inevitably, frequently, yes. So I'd put frequently over here, actually. Let me bring us back here. So we're looking now at the other words. Usually, often, sometimes, frequently. I think usually and often are very similar, right? Regularly could be often, usually. I'm looking at your thing again. Mostly is nice. Sometimes, what else can we say? From time to time, now and again, sometimes. I'm going to switch us back to see your comments in here. On a regular basis, good. Invariably, says Sarah, nice. I invariably have coffee in the morning. Invariably, I'm going to put up here because although it sounds like without changing, like always, we use it more as a usually. I invariably have coffee in the morning. Not always, but invariably. I think when we speak it, it's more about usually, but nice. Routinely, says I routinely have, usually, yep, routinely. We can also say nice, make use of that. Regularly. Ever, not really. Ever, we normally use with a negative, right? I don't ever do that. Or with a question, do you ever have coffee in the morning? But not with a statement, right? Sayed is a bit like me. I'm addicted to having a cup of tea in the morning. Yeah, me too. It's a bit like a subconscious thing. It's just automated. I'm addicted to having a cup of tea. Sayed, thank you so much for sharing. Can we say I eat breakfast? Yes, I eat breakfast. I mostly eat breakfast. I always eat breakfast at 7 o'clock. Generally is good. Yep, Sharif, generally. That's a nice one. Yep, I generally. Occasionally, it's a good one as well. Occasionally. Occasionally is maybe a bit less than usually. Occasionally is more sometimes, right? Let's move that over here. Let's make this one bigger. Oh, come on. No, it won't let me. Won't let me. Never mind. Can I go it this way? Yes. No. Oh. Never mind. Generally, basically, day in, day out. Epic, this is really good. Day in, day out. So without a. Just day in, day out. And this is always. We're going to add that to always. Day in, day out. I have coffee in the morning, day in, day out. So there are lots of different ways, right, of saying always, usually, often, and sometimes. The important thing to notice, right, is if it's a single word, normally it goes before the verb because these are adverbs, right? Just to be clear, these are adverbs. We call them adverbs of frequency because it's how often you do something. So because they're adverbs, normally they go before the verb. I religiously have. I regularly go. But if the adverb of frequency is long, it usually goes at the beginning or end of a phrase, not in the middle. So you don't say, I on a regular basis get up at 7. No. If it's long, put it at the beginning or the end. I get up at 7 a.m. on a regular basis. From time to time, I get up at 9 a.m. Got it? So if it's a long, like 2 words or more, then put it at the end or at the beginning. So without fail, without exception, what do? I go to work every Monday without fail. I'd put that at the end. Okay. Good. There we go. Let's see what else is coming in. Rona, you've been snoozing. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay. I'm just going to go back and close this because we've got all different ways of saying always. So just be careful with every time. That's the one that I kind of disagree with you all. Okay. Nice. Good. How do I close it? I say let's close it. I've got no idea how to close it. There we go. Closed. What's next? Keith, what's next? I don't know what's next. I've forgotten what's next. I need to check my... this is why I have this. It helps me decide what's next. We've looked at vocabulary. Morning routines, okay? What people do. Cracking an egg. I regularly have an egg or I crack an egg in the morning. Let's have a look over here. I'm going to ask you which of these... Which of these is true for you? Which of these is true for you? So what I'm going to do is show you different options, different morning routines, and you tell me which is true for you. Just put the number, right? Again, I'm going on Streamer Live. Great software. Thank you, guys. I really like it. Which of these is a routine for you? So let's go over and let's start this interaction, right? So here are the choices. Number 1, I sleep in at the weekend, meaning you sleep quite late. Number 2, I get up bright and early most days. Number 3, I have a light breakfast. Number 4, I brush my teeth before breakfast. Number 5, I run the kids to school. Number 6, I waste hours scrolling on TikTok. And number 7, I go down the library most days. And I'm sorry that it is quite small. I've just realized it may be too small. But let me try and make it a bit bigger. Which of these is true for you? And just as you're doing that, let me put in a bit of jazz. Right. So it seems that I brush my teeth before breakfast. That's interesting because for me personally, I always brush my teeth after breakfast. But I know quite a few people brush their teeth before. Look at that, 40% brush your teeth before breakfast. The next most popular, I get up bright and early most days. A lot of you have a light breakfast. Notice have breakfast, but have a light breakfast. Interesting. And yeah, a lot of you sleep in at the weekend. I'm very pleased to see that very few of you waste hours scrolling TikTok. Good. Keep it up. Okay. I got kind of addicted to the music. I was really into the music. That was so cool. Great. So interesting. Let's have a look in a bit more detail at these common routines, right? Things we do, daily routines, particularly in the morning. Just note, the phrases in blue here are more colloquial. Colloquial means spoken English, informal, which, by the way, is perfect for IELTS speaking. Right? So to sleep in just means to stay in bed a longer time. So I noticed a lot of you sleep in at the weekend. You stay in bed longer than usual. Notice this is different from to oversleep. To oversleep is where you stay in bed a longer time by mistake. Right? So that's the difference. To sleep in is where you decide to stay in bed. But if you stay in bed a longer time by mistake, so maybe your alarm clock didn't go off, then you stay in bed too long, then that's to oversleep. You can say to get up, more informally, to crawl out of bed, right? It's quite funny because the idea you're tired, right? So we often say that colloquially, a bit of humor, right? Well, I crawl out of bed. I crawl out of bed finally at 8:05. I mean, typically, right? I typically get up at 8 o'clock. No, I typically wake up at 8 o'clock because my alarm clock goes off. Beep, 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 beep. I put on the snooze and then I fall asleep. And then I finally crawl out of bed at 8:10, right? To crawl is what the baby does, to move slowly on the floor. To have breakfast, we talked about. Remember, if you're putting an adjective, we say to have a big or a hearty breakfast. That's a nice expression. A hearty breakfast means a good, heavy, big breakfast. But just notice the right? We can say to grab breakfast means to have quickly or to take quickly. So to grab means to take quickly. We often talk about grab a coffee. If you're rushing, a lot of people rush to work and on the way they grab a coffee at Starbucks and then they take it to work. So to grab a coffee. Another nice spoken English is I get myself a coffee. And this is more at home rather than going to the shop. But when you're at home and you prepare your own coffee, I get myself a coffee. Much more colloquial, nice, right? I get myself a coffee. Other routines, to brush my teeth. You know that, right? Brush your teeth. To have a shower. Here it is have a shower. To go to the gym. I know a lot of you guys work out down the gym, which is great. Well done. If you want to be more colloquial, you can say, I go down the gym. I go down just means I go to. I go down the gym. I go down the library. I go down the shops. It means to go to, informally. Or hit. I hit the gym. You know, we've got the expression, I hit the books is to start studying. To hit the gym is to work out, right? To go and work out. We've got, in addition, if you're a homemaker, whether you're a housewife, house husband, stay-at-home mum, stay-at-home dad, if you're working at home, you can say, I get the kids ready for school, or more colloquially, I sort the kids out. Sort the kids out is to prepare. Get them dressed, get them fed, kick them out of the house. Sort the kids out, right? Is help get them ready or prepare. Get the kids ready, you can say. I do the school run. Now, this does not mean run. No, it means take the kids to school. Now, depending on your country and your family, in England, most people do the school run by car. But you can do the school run by bicycle. When I lived in Beijing many years ago, and my daughter was 3 years old many years ago, I did the school run. I took my daughter on the bicycle. I had a bicycle and she had a seat on the back, and she would sit on the back, and I would do the school run, right, on the bicycle. Those were the days. Nice. Nostalgic. So school run, do the school run, but just means to go to school. I'm sure a lot of you guys do the school run. Could even be walking, right? That can be walking. So it's to take the kids to school. I do the cooking. We use do a lot in English, right? I do the cooking, I do the washing, I do the cleaning. All of these, rather than I clean, I cook, it's often more natural to say I do the cooking, yeah, I do the cleaning, I do the washing, yeah, I do the washing. That means clothes, by the way, if you do the washing. I do the pots means wash the dishes. Hey, we had a live lesson on housework, right? Do you remember? We had a live lesson on YouTube about housework. Housework. Go and check it out if you want more information about this. Great. Let's have a look. I'm going to share this with you as well. Household routines. Check this post and video. Oh, that's it. That's the link. Haha. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you want to go to that link on the website, there's a lesson about housework. You can get the PDF. You can download it there. And basically, we talk all about household tasks, IELTS speaking, the topic, IELTS topic. Yeah, look at this, all the household chores. There's lots of information there, right? I'm going to ask Burns, who works with me, to put the link. Oh, did I send you the link? I'm not sure if I sent you the link. Whoops. I'm not sure if I've sent you. I think I have sent you this one, but it's how to do the housework. It's on my website, right? It's on the Key Speaking Academy. You can see it up here. If you go to the Key Speaking Academy, you'll find it. If you go to the Key Speaking Academy and actually just click on the free live lessons and scroll down, you'll find here, it's going to be one of these, this one. It's going to be most likely this one, housework. There you go, free lesson about housework. Click on there and you'll find it. Great website. Can I say that? No, I can't say that, can I? It's my website. Burns, you've got it. Thank you so much. She's sharing that with you all the way now. Lovely. Aileen says, I dropped my kid off. Let me help you again, Aileen, because you're such a good student and you're always practicing. Instead of to, because you go to, but if you're at or drop off at a place, it's I drop my kid off at school, right? Nice. Zenat says, I do all the household chores. Good for you. Good for you. Tinish, I do the dishes. Yes, I said do the pots. You can say do the dishes. Yeah, let me add that on my list there. I do the dishes. Nice. Pradeep says, I really tend to do the washing clothes. Yeah. You don't need to say clothes. It's better without clothes, actually. Make it's clearer. Samila says, I do the cooking. Now remember, you can take all of these and the expressions at the beginning of the lesson. I will do the cooking. I typically do the cooking. I tend to do the cooking. I do the cooking without fail, right? Make your answers bigger and bigger and build up your confidence as you go. Boba Fon says, I do the ironing. Oh, I hate the ironing. Great. Lovely. Anything else? Sayed, the days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yeah. Great. Lilia says, thanks a lot. I'm glad that I met you. I'm glad I met you as well. Great. I do the homework with kids. I do the homework with the kids. Right. You help them, right? Don't do your homework for the kids. Just help them. Great. La fin, Dominique, I habitually do the washing up after lunch and dinner. Great student and also a great homemaker. Well done. Nice. Very, very nice. Good. We've got others. Laundry. But listen, let's move on. Lots of really nice. Tran, thanks very much for that. That's great. So, homemakers, what if you're a worker? What if you work? Well, you may want to say, I commute to work, which means when you go from outside the city into the city, so you typically catch a train or a bus to work. You can drive as well, but when you travel a distance, normally from the suburb or the countryside or outside the city centre, then you commute to work. To work is normally some distance, right? If it's just a 5-minute walk, it's not a commute. It's a longer distance. I check my emails. I waste time scrolling on TikTok. Don't do that. If you're a student, I hit the books, meaning to study. Or to start studying or to study. Let's just say, yeah, I hit the books to study. To start studying, to study. I go down the library. Remember, I go down the library is a bit more what we would call colloquial. Or I hit the library. It's also, I think, a bit more colloquial. Excellent. Good. Okay. Lots and lots of expressions here. Remember, this PDF over here, later, I will organize and put on the website, and you can go and get it in the free live lessons area, right? That's later. Right now, let's discuss this. Routines, good or bad. So, oh, what's happened here? I don't know what's happened here. That's a bit strange. Morning routines, good or bad? I mean, not morning routines, general routines. Oh, do they good? I don't know. I think routines can be good, right? They give you a sense of security. They give you a sense of regular, I don't know, a sense of security, safety, sense of progress. When you've got a routine, you're progressing towards a goal, you're doing the same thing every day. It makes you feel comfortable. You're inside your comfort zone. But there are downsides, right? Routines can be incredibly boring. The same thing every day, day in, day out. How boring. And that can affect your mental health, actually, I think. You can get stuck in a rut. So good or bad? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Tell me what you think in the comments. Is it good or is it bad? Routines. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. Daily routine. Keep me stumbling through my life, right? Okay, good. Hiba, I'm very well, thank you. Nice comment. Oseni, instead of commute for a shorter distance, well, just go. I go to work. I travel to work. I go to work. A lot of you commute, right? Let me see. I can't find. Kanwal, hey, nice to see you, Kanwal. I'm getting in a rut, so mundane life. So, yeah, routines, good or bad. They can be bad. Fire Gaming says good. Rambo says mundane. Jaffrin, not good at all. Donatella, don't like routines. Okay. Julia, both. Frederic says good. Noah, all the way from Canada, I'm guessing, says good. Menatala, I reckon. Oh, nice. I reckon. I think. I reckon. It is good because it helps me accomplish my tasks. Yeah. Sense of progress, right? But sometimes we should break this routine and have some fun. Nice. Break a routine. Good English. Nice. Sierwo says good. Lovely academy. We can reach the good result through using routine in terms of studying. That is true. Very, very true. Yes. I'm in two minds. What else? We're still talking about commuting. Pradeep says regularly doing things is absolutely mind-numbingly boring. Yeah, good. Pradeep, I'm going to help you with mind-numbingly because absolutely is an adverb. Boring is the adjective, so mind-numbing must be also an adverb. You need two adverbs. Absolutely, mind-numbingly boring. Love it. Oh, so rich. Rich English. Very, very nice. Yes, good. Except working, maybe. Okay. Depends on your mood. Fair enough. Yes. Ola says it organizes life, makes you feel you are not lazy. Yeah. It gives you a sense of productivity, right? Yeah. Great. Nice, Ola. Thank you so much. So good. Let's say build productive habits. Gives a sense of, well, productivity. Gives me a sense of progress, especially in study, right? Can lead to good study results. Can lead to good studying results. I'll put studying, I think. It's a better adjective. Perfection comes through repetition. What else did we have? Paulina, new glasses? Yes, they are. These are the new glasses. Yes, yes. Gosh, you've got good eyes. Wow. Hajif, it's good for our life. Let's see. I'm bored to death. Oh, these are very good comments. Yes. Tran, routines can help you keep this. Yes, they help us stay disciplined. Whoops, if I can spell it right. That's what you want to say, right? They help us stay disciplined, stay on track, and stay on track, especially with work and study. Nice, love it. Very, very nice. Gosh, you guys are really good today. Very, very good. Okay, that's good. Let's have a look at bad, because a few of you said bad. A lot of you said boring. I'm going to borrow Pradeep's. It's hang on, because it was so good. Absolutely. Mind-numbingly boring. Great. Well, instead of boring, let's say mundane. Mundane, boring, right? Boring, monotonous. Bad. I'm going to say it. I'll give you a sentence, might be better, right? It makes our lives boring. Routine makes our lives boring and monotonous. Boring and monotonous are the same, but you can repeat, right, to emphasize. I feel I am stuck in a rut. So you're stuck in a hole. Oh, help. I can't get out. I'm stuck. Like the idea is, right? You know the idea of the not the rat, the guinea pig or the mouse that goes on the wheel and it's going it's going round and round and round, round like the mouse going round this wheel and it's stuck and it can't get out. You're stuck in a rut. You're stuck in the rat chase. You're stuck in a rut. Good. What else have we got? Avoid that's a positive, Dora. Hey, Dora, great. Avoid procrastination. Yes. Anna, that's a very good point, right? Routines are definitely good, but you have to wisely manage your time not to get stuck in this routine. I love your English. Wisely manage your time not to get stuck. Excellent, Anna. Very, very good. What else? Build efficiency in work. I'm looking for negative ones. Help us stay on track, we've mentioned. Great, Katyan, great. Any negative ones? Dull, boring, dull. Your Mac is about to lose power. What? How come I'm not plugged in? Oh, no. Bear with me. I can't reach. Seriously, how did you forget to plug in your computer? That is madness. I tell you what, you don't get this on the BBC News, do you? Hello, here's the news. Oh, by the way, just a moment, I have to plug in the camera. No. Okay, so here are some bad things then. Nobody's got any bad things. Cause anxiety, says Dora. Right, yes. Anxiety. It could lead to depression, maybe, if you're bored. Luna says lacks freshness. Yeah. Let's say our lives, I'm going to take this up, our lives end up lacking freshness. Our lives end up lacking freshness. Great, Luna, thanks. That's great. Okay, that's good and bad. I'm going to move on because there's probably a lot more we can do here. But I want to move on. So, yeah, I'm just going to share something because those of you who are maybe preparing for exams, if the question of routine comes up, right, is it good or bad? The other thing to consider, right, is good or bad for whom? Good or bad for old people? Good or bad for children? Good or bad for working people? So you can also look at examples, right? I think it's good for working people because it gives you a sense of productivity. But maybe it's bad for young people because young people who are still at university because they want a sense of freshness, and it can lead to anxiety and a sense of boredom, and they can give up their studies. So think about for whom as well, right? When you're looking at this. Maybe old people, it gives them a sense of certainty. It can reduce stress, this routine. For kids, it can give a sense of safety. I use this a lot, don't I? Give a sense of. It's a nice expression. It can establish clear boundaries. For working people, can make you more productive, easy to organize. It's easy to organize and control staff if you're a boss. So it's easier for managers to organize and control staff. That's why we have a lot of routines at work, actually, is to control our work and our organization. There's an article here. I don't know if you guys know Headspace. This is not a promotion, by the way. I just found it a very, very interesting article by the guys at Headspace. Burns, if you could share the link in the group and in YouTube. This is, I think, it's a really interesting article. The secret benefits of routines. It won't surprise you. Have a look at this later, right? It talks about. I can make it bigger. In recent years, there's been a quiet swelling of interest in what Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, remember, Sherlock Holmes, once called the dull routine of existence. Researchers have found that routine can have far-reaching psychological benefits, including alleviating or reducing bipolar disorder, HAD, and insomnia. Here's the lowdown. Here's the results, if you like. If you can always check. If you don't know words, just check them. Here's the lowdown, the relevant information or the facts on some other ways a routine might benefit you. And it goes on, and it's really, really interesting. Talks about daily journaling, creativity, right? Creativity, making time for what matters to you. Now, I share this article with you for two reasons. One is some interesting ideas. I share this article with you for three reasons. One is some interesting ideas. Two, some interesting language. And three, check out Headspace. Headspace is an amazing app. This is not a promotion, right? I have nothing to do with Headspace, but I used to use Headspace. I've become a bit lazy, but I used to use Headspace, and it is amazing for meditation. It's a meditation app, and it can really, really help you relax and get into the now, if you like. So go and check out the guys. It tells you here, start your free trial, and you can check it out. I mean, this is the app, but basically it's a mindfulness app. I'm a big fan. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This has got nothing to do with IELTS. Well, it has actually. I mean, learning English, you want to be focused, right? You want to be, the more that you're relaxed, the better that you learn and the more confident you can become. So I think it is relevant, but there you go. Go and check it out. That is not a promotion. This is a promotion, right? I have recently made a free course. It's for people preparing for IELTS speaking. And the free course is called Crack IELTS Speaking Part 1. Crack IELTS Speaking Part 1. And I've done this mainly to help students who maybe are not sure if they want to do IELTS. They're not sure if it's beneficial for them, or they're new to IELTS. They're going to take it, but they don't know how to prepare. It gives you a very, very simple introduction to Part 1 and how to improve your Part 1 answers, right? It's a very short course. It can take you about an hour. It's absolutely free. If you click on the link or go to my website, you can find it, right? I'll show you on the website very, very briefly. If you go to the Keith Speaking Academy, do you remember? If you go and have a look over at the Keith Speaking Academy, and you'll see this on the website. Go to top right corner, online courses. There are different online courses here. There's my gold course. We have lots of students on that, which is great. Got fluent grammar to improve. This is a slightly lower level, but to improve your grammar and fluency, intonation, pronunciation. This is like the gold course, but a smaller version, cheaper. But this one, Crack IELTS Speaking Part 1, if you go here, it's a free course. You can enroll for free straight away. And it will just take you through basically what happens in Part 1, the question types, what the examiner's testing, straightforward PDF, quizzes, enroll for free. It's there, right? So you can go and check that out. Burns, if you could share the link as well, that would be fantastic. Good. Now that was an advertisement. A kind of advertisement. Great. I've got a frog in my throat, and I don't know why. It's really strange. Oh. Okay. Good. Brilliant. Let me just have a quick drink and then we'll move on. Moving on. We're going to look next at a listening task. So just to put this in perspective, we were looking throughout our class here, we've been looking at good and bad routines, right? I want to move on and look at a listening task related to this topic to test your listening and build your vocabulary. So let's do it together. I want you to watch this person talk about a routine they have. Listen carefully and tell me what is the routine. You can just type in the chat box and tell me what is the routine. One question. That's the first bit, right? Dead easy. Rona, thank you. Gargle with warm water and a bit of salt. Yes, I think whilst you're listening, I might do that, actually. It's a good idea. Excellent. Julia says, I love Headspace. Yeah, it is, right? It's very, very good. Good, excellent. So if you're ready, just give me a quick thumbs up in the chat so that I know that you're ready. Give me a thumbs up and we'll start with the listening task. Irina, I have an obstacle in my esophagus. I have a frog in my throat. Yes. Okay, I think we've got quite a few thumbs up. Excellent. So let's do the listening activity. Watch, listen, and answer the question. What is the routine the person is talking about? Okay, let me get the right camera and let's do it. I will tell you something I do every day religiously, and that is to go for a morning stroll. Day in, day out, come rain or shine, I always do it. And I really feel the benefits. So I typically get up reasonably early, around 7 o'clock. I get myself a glass of water and then I'll put on my exercise clothes. If it's cold, of course, I'll take some gloves and maybe a hat, a scarf even, and then I grab my phone and my headphones and I head out. As I start walking, I will be choosing a podcast because I love to listen to podcasts as I'm walking. I start quite slowly and then pick up the pace as I move along. All in all, I guess it takes me anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes to do the stroll. I think I would say I do it mainly for health reasons, but also to clear my head. It's just a really good way to start the day. I mean, it sets me up for the day ahead. It's also nice to have some me time before everybody else in the house gets up. So yeah, that's a routine I always do. Nice. Okay, that's the routine. What is the routine? Just write in the chat. Tell me what you heard. Hello, Eva. Nice to see you. Layla, nice to see you here as well. We've got Samiha, lovely. Good. Lokendra, also. Marco, nice. Okay, good. Anjali, good. Noak, okay, we've got two. Lou, yeah, okay. So you're picking up different routines, right? Brisk walk, stroll. Golden, good to see you here. Great. Grab a cell phone. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a habit. It's not the main. I should have said, what's the main routine? Daniela, always good to see you here. Great, well done, spot on. Layla says, listen to music or podcast. That's true while I'm walking. Yep. Morning stroll. Morning stroll. The stroller is the machine, is the piece of equipment to help you walk, right? Okay, excellent. There's a lot of things. So I would say a morning walk, as Mahmoud said, morning walk, morning stroll. So let me bring us over here. What is the routine? The main routine to have an early morning stroll. That's the main routine, right? There are other routines, getting up early, and then different things that I do, pick up, I grab the phone, put on the headphones, I listen to the podcast, etc. Okay. Now, next, I want you to watch again, and this time, write down any useful phrases and collocations. Okay? So look for phrases, maybe idioms or interesting chunks of language or collocations, and just write them down in the chat as we watch. So just make a note. Same thing, same piece of speech. I'm going to help you by putting subtitles on. That will help you with the spelling maybe, and to pick out these useful phrases and collocations, okay? Let's do it. Let's watch again and let's see if you can get them. Here we go. I will tell you something I do every day religiously, and that is to go for a morning stroll. Day in, day out, come rain or shine, I always do it. And I really feel the benefits. So I typically get up reasonably early, around 7 o'clock. I get myself a glass of water, and then I will put on my exercise clothes. If it's cold, of course, I'll take some gloves and maybe a hat, a scarf even, and then I grab my phone and my headphones and I head out. As I start walking, I will be choosing a podcast because I love to listen to podcasts as I'm walking. I start quite slowly and then pick up the pace as I move along. All in all, I guess it takes me anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes to do the stroll. I think I would say I do it mainly for health reasons, but also to clear my head. It's just a really good way to start the day. I mean, it sets me up for the day ahead. It's also nice to have some me time before everybody else in the house gets up. So yeah, that's a routine I always do. Okay, great. That's the routine. So let's have a look at some of the things that you've said. Haji for morning stroll. Excellent. Good. Yep. All in all, it means overall, generally. Oh, you're going too fast. Slow down. Rain or shine. Yep. Rain or shine. And I'll explain these in a moment. Clear my head. Right, to get clear in your head. Well done. What else have we got? See if I can get you here. All in all, rain or shine. I can't find any of your other comments. Wait a minute. Come rain or shine. Day in, day out. Religiously. Good. We had that one. I religiously do something. Religiously. Keith, what's the difference between stroll and ramble? So a stroll is when you're walking at random without a defined place. Ramble is the same, actually. A stroll or a ramble. A ramble is much more random. It's without any goal. A stroll, you don't have a goal, but you may have. You may have a stroll around the block every day, or you may stroll to the shops and back. It's more fixed. Ramble is you've no idea where you're going. You're just going to all these different places, right? Pick up the pace, right? Go faster. Just when I want to click, you start moving around. Oh, what's happening? Oh, stop it. Head out, right? To go out. Grab the phone. We've talked about grab to get quickly. To have some me time, to have some time for myself, for health reasons. Excellent. Yep. Sets me up. It sets me up for the day. It prepares me for the day. All in all, great. Yep. Clear my head, pick up the pace. Okay, good. To have some me time, feel the benefits is a good one. Feel the benefits as well. The messages are coming too fast, so I'm just going to switch over here, right, and have a look at some of the phrases that come up. Okay, useful phrases. Let me just put this over here. I will tell you something I do every day religiously. So we had the idea of religiously. I religiously do something. Morning stroll, right, to go for a walk. Day in, day out. Should have a comma here, meaning every day, right? Every day without fail, basically. Every day without fail. Come rain or shine is the same thing. So the idea is it doesn't matter if it rains, it doesn't matter if it's sunshine, I always go without fail. Come rain or shine. Nice expression. Feel the benefits. It can be plural or singular. I typically do something, right? I typically get up. We did this at the start of the lesson. Get myself something. I get myself a coffee. So I prepare myself, basically. Yeah. Prepare myself something. Very simple English, but very powerful because it's so informal and such spoken English. Put some exercise clothes on if it's clothed. Grab my phone. We've said to grab is to take quickly. I head out is to go out and start a journey, if you like. Not a journey, but start doing something. To head out, go out and go somewhere. Go out and go somewhere. It's the kind of thing, head out, where I don't know, where, for example, you've got I head out. If I say I'm at home with the family, I say I'm just heading out to the shops. I'm going out to the shops. Oh, it's time to head out. It's time to go out and do whatever we're doing, right? Okay, good. As I start walking, I will do something. I will choose a podcast. I use the present continuous. As I start walking, I will be choosing, because I want to give the idea in your head of me walking. There's an action and choosing. I want you to see the action of walking and the action of choosing, right? To make it very vivid and very active in your head, I use the continuous, present continuous. I will is not the future, it's the habit. So as I start walking, I will be choosing a podcast that I want to listen to. And you can see the action. It's very, very vivid. It's a nice technique. Pick up the pace. Great collocation, right? Meaning to go more quickly. So I start slowly and then I pick up the pace. All in all, basically, overall, it takes anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes. And I do it mainly for health reasons. That's a good collocation, for health reasons, for health reasons. To clear my head, right, is to stop thinking about problems, right? It sets me up for the day, right? It sets me up for the day. Basically, it prepares me for the day. It prepares me for the day ahead. It sets me up for the day. And finally, have some me time. To have me time is to have, have time for yourself. I think especially, well, if you're with a family and you're always together, you have no time to do things on your own. It's nice to have some me time. Okay. Brilliant. Excellent. So you've got here lots and lots of expressions, right? All of these from this listening activity. So do remember, right? All of these notes over here, I will put on a PDF and we'll put onto the website so you can get it later. This live is recorded online on YouTube and Facebook, so you can come back and watch it again and again if you like, as many times as you want, if you want to do that. So that's the listening task. Let's move swiftly on and let's have a look at 3 idioms, right, which are going to help you with your speaking and speaking fluently on this topic. So 3 idioms. Let me get them up here. Idioms about daily routines as regular as clockwork. As regular as clockwork. Like clockwork. So if you imagine a watch or a clock, it moves the same time. It's very regular. It's very predictable. So this just means very regularly, right? I brush my teeth every morning as regular as clockwork. I brush my teeth every morning as regular as clockwork. So anything that you do on a regular basis in a very predictable way, you can use this. As per usual, as always, or as usual. You can say as usual, but as per usual is nice. It's different. My girlfriend is late again, as per usual. As per usual. Finally, to be a creature of habit is someone who likes to have the same routine. Let me take this down. So if you always like doing the same thing, you are a creature of habit. A creature is an animal, all right? I hate to miss my early morning walk. I guess you could say, I'm a creature of habit. I'm a creature of habit. Probably true, right? I think I am. Okay, so there you've got different, excuse me, let me bring them all up together. I'm struggling today. 3 idioms that you can be having a look at. Irina, cooking up a storm, hit the books, give something a whirl. Yeah, good, good. Hit the books definitely is good. Pradeep says, I do yoga every morning as regular as clockwise, which gives me a sense of keeping fit. Excellent. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. After work, I need to have me time. Yes. Okay, good. Excellent, good. So those are some nice idioms you can start using. Great. Layla, thank you so much for your comment. That is so nice. Very, very nice. Okay, good. From idioms, let me move on to our next activity, which is Kahoot. So if you're new here, then you may not know Kahoot. Kahoot basically is a game where we're going to play together. What you need to do is stay here with me, but on another tab or another device, go to kahoot.it. And there you enter your name and the PIN, and you can start playing the game. Okay, I'll show you. We'll talk through it together, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Kahoot. I've got to log in. Bear with me as I get this done. And let's find the library. Let's find daily routines. Let's set it up. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe that's better, right? You can see what I'm doing. Daily routines. We're going to play the classic mode. Get ready to join. So you join at kahoot.it or with the Kahoot app. There is a mobile app. You need to put in your name and then the PIN number 3433701, right? 3433701. Okay, good. 3433701. Right, some of you are coming in. That's great. So if you're not sure, go to kahoot.it, put your name, and the PIN number for you is 3433701. And I'll just wait a moment whilst we get more of you in here. Kahoot, great. Someone was asking me the other day, can I see your room where you work? So you can, in a way. Look, I've switched it around. You can see what I do is I've got my microphone here, I've got my computer up here, and the lights are over there, but then you've got the background over here, but you can't see this desk so much. But you can see how untidy my desk at the back is. This is it. This is where I work. So let's see how we're doing. On that Kahoot, we've got 100. Wow, 100 people. Great. Let's move it over a little bit. I'll just give you a few more seconds to join in. My Lady Witch, that's an interesting handle. I'm new here. Welcome, but you're at work. Yeah, don't play Kahoot at work. You'll get into trouble. Johnny Beck, absolutely. You can also write your answers in the comments. So don't worry if you can't get into Kahoot. You can write your answers here, and you can play that way, right? Great. Great. Let's see how we're doing. 130. Okay, I think we should start. Given the time, it's already past. Let's get the go. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Here we go. So remember, you've got a choice, right? You've got a choice of 4 answers, different colors. I'll read the question and read the answer and choose the right answer as fast as you can. Here we go. Daily routines. I study Chinese from time to now, then, time again. I study Chinese from time to blank. Now, then, time again. Whoa, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, time to time is the expression. Time to now. A lot of people said time to now. No, doesn't exist. You cannot say time to now, right? The expression is from time to time, from time to time. Okay, excellent. Let's go back in and let's see the leaderboard. This is the fastest person. Majida. If I pronounced it right, excuse me, I hope so. Majida is first, Rookie second, Eva in third place. Question number 2. More often than blank, I get up early. Never, no, don't, not. More often than blank, I get up early. Never, no, don't, or not. You have 30 seconds, of course. Well done. We've got the right one. It's 29 of you got not, more often than not. Interesting, right? Quite a few people said never. Some said no. But the expression, the correct expression, more often than not, N-O-T, more often than not, I do something, right? More often than not. Well done. Guys, let's see how the leaderboard is shaping up. Oh, there's a big change. Oh, Zuki has come up first again. Eva has moved into second. And Ellie into third. Mai from Vietnam, I think, is there in fourth. Okay, question number 3. I like to exercise in the morning. It sets me blank for the day. In, up, out, off. I like to exercise in the morning. It sets me blank for the day. In, up, out, or off. What do you think it is? It sets me in, sets me up, sets me out, sets me off. Right, well done. We've just seen this one, right, in the listening task. It sets me up for the day, to prepare me for the day. It prepares me. It sets me up. The other prepositions can be used with set, but they have very different meanings, okay? Right, let's see the leaderboard. Oh, Zuki is hanging on in first place. Ellie, second, Eva down into third again. Roni is the highest climber. And, oh my, it's time for the last question. Here we go. Question 4. I had a shower this morning as blank usual. My, on, per, always. Right, be careful with this one. I had a shower this morning as blank usual. My, on, per, always. $44, excellent. 44 got it right. As per usual. As usual, right? As per usual. You cannot say as always usual. You can say as always or as usual, but as always usual? No. It's as per usual, right? In this case, as per usual. 44 got it right. Let's see what the podium is, the final result. Third place, Mariam, out of the blue. Mai from Vietnam, you moved up, number 1. Ellie, she managed to get into first place. Great. Well done, Ellie. Congratulations. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Very, very pleased for you. Ding, ding. Well done. Nice. Very pleased to see Ellie at the top, out of the blue. So that's it. Listen, let's just go through very quickly what have we been up to today. I hope that you've enjoyed the lesson. Today, we've been talking about daily routines, right? We've been looking at the vocabulary, things like I typically get up early, I tend to get up early, I tend to get up early. Or looking at always, usually, different ways of saying that, like without fail, without exception, things like that, right? We've looked at morning routines from cracking eggs to grabbing a coffee, going for a stroll, doing the school run. We've been looking at whether routines are good or bad, and probably both, right? They can be good. They give you a sense of progress, sense of productivity, but maybe you're stuck in a rut sometimes, right? It can be boring, mind-numbingly boring. We've done a listening task, listening to somebody, me, talk about a daily routine, going for a stroll, and analysing all of that language that has come up there. Finally, we looked at 3 idioms on this particular topic. And you can see I've got to check because I forgot, as regular as clockwork, as per usual, and to be a creature of habit. I wonder if you guys are creatures of habit. Maybe you are. I don't know. We've finished up on a Kahoot, just testing you to see how much you've remembered. I think you guys have done very well and remembered quite a lot. As a reminder, the notes which are over here, I will put into a PDF, and you can get those on my website. The website is the Keith Speaking Academy, so do go and check it out later. I'll show you again where it is, and then you can go and find it later. I mean, give me a couple of hours to organize the notes, and then I'll put them there. Of course, this is recorded, and you can come back to YouTube and watch again, or to my Facebook page and go and watch it again. If you go to the website, Keith Speaking Academy, you can go to, well, if you haven't got this book, go and get this book. If you're doing IELTS speaking, you can find out about the test up here, but go to the free live lessons and you'll be able to download the PDF of the latest live lesson. Last month, it was the economy. If you haven't got it, go and get it. Just leave me your email, put your name and your email address down here, and I'll send it to you. And then I can send you some other information that will help you, resources, lessons to help you with IELTS as well. You can unsubscribe at any time. So, as I said, I just need a few hours to upload the information. In the meantime, well, that's it. A big thank you to all of you guys for joining today. As always, it's been great fun, and I hope you've learnt a lot. And please do come back, right? We have these live lessons are on the first Thursday of each month. So the next one is going to be when? It's going to be the 6th of April. It'll be the next one, getting close to Easter. But if you want more live lessons, you can join the Gold course, because the Gold course, which is on my website, it gives you another live lesson next week and the week after. So you get 2 extra live lessons each month on the 2nd and 3rd Thursday at 12 p.m. We do that in the Facebook group. There's a private Facebook group to help support students, to help students connect with other students so they can practice together, and to help support students on the course to learn more and more. So you can check out the Gold course through the links or through the website. Again, the Keith Speaking Academy, and you can find out all about it over there. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see how you guys are doing. Nice to see all of you. Time. I'm looking at the other comments. They're from the Kahoot. Thank you so much, Majidi and everybody else. Thank you so much to see you all here. I will see you, well, pretty soon. Remember, on YouTube, do subscribe and turn on the notifications, because I am putting out videos every Saturday, recorded videos every Saturday to help you with your spoken English. That's it for me. I'm going to go now. Take care. All the best. Let's leave with a bit of a bit of this. Great, I'm off. Take care. See you soon.